All right, let's dive right in. Today, we're exploring the deep mystery of Lemuria. But I want you to forget everything you think you know about lost continents and sunken cities. The source material we're looking at today points inward. It suggests Lemuria isn't a place, but a forgotten state of being, a frequency that's just waiting to be reawakened inside each and every one of us.
And this is the question that changes everything, isn't it? It completely reframes the whole search. It suggests that the real submersion wasn't land sinking into the ocean, but a memory sinking deep into the human soul, buried under layers and layers of logic and the world we think we know. So what is Lemuria then? Well, our source defines it not as a place on a map, but as a vibration. Think of it like an original blueprint for living, one that's based on unity, harmony, and this divine presence that's already encoded deep within our very being.
Okay, so what does this sunken memory actually look and feel like? In our first section, we're going to explore exactly what it means to live from this incredible soul frequency.
This slide gives us the blueprint, and wow, it's such a profound shift from the world we live in today. Just imagine it. The heart leading the way, before the head even has a chance to rationalize or argue. The earth being treated as a living, breathing temple, not just some resource to be used up. Every single action, from the smallest to the largest, being done as a prayer. In this way of being, separation is a totally foreign concept, and those divine energies, the feminine and the masculine, are in perfect, beautiful balance. It's a vision of complete integration. Now that all sounds incredibly harmonious, which of course brings up the big question. If this amazing blueprint is already inside us, why on earth did we forget it? How did this memory get buried so deep in the first place?
And this is where it gets really interesting. The source material suggests this forgetting was no accident. This question makes us consider a really difficult possibility, that this sacred way of living was maybe deliberately suppressed, silenced, because it just didn't fit with a new kind of world that was being built. This slide just lays out that core conflict so brilliantly. Our source presents these two archetypal energies that exist within all of us, Lemurian and Atlantean. So, as you can see on the left, Lemurian energy is all heart-based. It's about flow, intuition, it's feminine, receptive, and totally rooted in connection. Then on the right, you have the Atlantean energy. It's mind-based, focused on structure, logic, it's masculine, directive, and it's all about separation and control. Now the thing is, both are absolutely essential, but the dominance of that Atlantean archetype, well, that's what created this profound imbalance we still feel today. This heavy emphasis on the logical Atlantean side created what the source calls a cosmic fracture. And doesn't that just hit home? I mean, this is the root of that split so many of us feel, that constant battle between our head and our heart. It's what leads to that feeling of burnout, of disconnection, and that relentless pressure to always be doing something rather than just being. But here's the good news. This memory isn't gone forever. In our next section, we're going to explore how we can reawaken this connection. And the key isn't through thinking, it's through resonance, through feeling our way back. Yeah, this whole idea of resonance is key. You don't remember Lemuria like you remember what you had for breakfast. It's described as a frequency match. You know that feeling when a piece of music gives you goosebumps all over? Or when you visit a place for the very first time, but it feels strangely familiar, like home? It's a knowing that you feel deep in your body, long before your mind can even try to make sense of it. So, do any of these feel familiar? That deep longing you can't quite explain? That sudden, intense wave of emotion from a certain song? What about dreams of these incredible crystalline temples, or feeling this strange pull towards dolphins, whales, or crystals? According to our source, these aren't just random little quirks. They are potential signs that your soul memory is activating. Little echoes of that original frequency starting to bubble up to the surface. So how can we consciously tune into this? The source offers 5 really beautiful gateways. And these aren't about forcing a memory. They're about creating a gentle, sacred space for it to just surface. Whether that's through soul journaling, meditating with a crystal, or even just gazing into your own eyes in the mirror, each practice is like a loving invitation to listen to the deeper, quieter parts of yourself. Okay, so awakening this memory is one thing, but how do we actually integrate it into our lives? This next section is all about translating these beautiful, big ideas into our everyday reality. This table just perfectly captures that shift. Let's walk through it. The modern mindset sees the earth as a resource to own. Lemurian consciousness sees it as a temple to honor. We see time as something to manage and control. They see it as a rhythm to feel and flow with.
Our actions are so often driven by force, theirs are guided by flow. And finally, think about this one. Is your home just a storage unit for your stuff, or is it an altar to your life? It's a profound shift away from a mindset of control to one of connection.
And this is how you begin to live it. It's not about making some grand, sweeping changes overnight. It's about the small, simple, sacred acts. It's about infusing intention into the mundane things. Cleaning your home becomes a cleansing of energy. Eating your meal becomes an offering of gratitude. A conscious breath becomes a prayer. It's all about finding the sacred in the simple acts of living.
This brings us to our final, and maybe the most important section. The message here is so deeply personal, and it's incredibly empowering.
And here it is. This is the ultimate takeaway. We are not waiting around for some external event to happen. No lost continent is going to rise up from the sea. The source is crystal clear on this. The return is an internal revolution. It happens inside each and every person who chooses to live from this reawakened consciousness. This quote just says it all, doesn't it? It completely shifts us from being passive observers of some ancient myth to being active creators of a new reality. Remembering is not the final goal, it's the spark. The real work is to embody this consciousness, to literally walk it into the world with every single step we take. And so we end where we began, with a question. But this one isn't about belief, it's about choice. Now that you've been reintroduced to this idea, this frequency, the only question that really matters is this one. Will you live like you remember? That's a thought to carry with you. Thank you for joining me.